to play Only Want You, and I think the easiest way to conduct this lesson is I'm just going to show you the different chord shapes, and then I'm going to just kind of play each section really slowly, so you have to use your ears a little bit. I'll do my best to explain the plucking and where to play, though. But some of the rhythm is just kind of, funky, and you have to just listen to get it. So the first chord shape is really pretty simple. All these chords are just 2-note chords, and each one of these chords has a low note on the E string and a high note on the G. So your thumb's going to just be assigned to that low E string, and your middle finger is going to be assigned to that G. Okay? So for the first chord, you're going to set your middle finger down here on the 2nd fret of the low E, and your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G. And you're going to pluck simultaneously with your thumb on the low E and your middle finger on the G twice. So following that double pluck, you're going to then pluck singularly with your thumb and then your middle finger, one after another. So it'll be, all right? Okay, this next chord, your index finger is going to set down here on that 1st fret of the G, and then you're just going to play an open E. So you're going to play open E, and then your middle finger plucks the G. Okay, so here's what we've got. Okay, so that brings us to our 3rd chord here. All right, so the 3rd chord, your index finger is going to set here on the 5th fret of the low E, ring finger on the 6th fret of the G. So here's what we've got. Okay, so here's the part where things get kind of funky. Now let me play it once here. So we're going to go. Okay, so I'll slow that down. So here's what you're doing. You're plucking both simultaneously, and you're sliding your index finger up to 7 and your ring finger up to 7. So your index finger has longer to slide than your ring finger. So they both have to end up in the 7th fret. Now if you can't do that, if you can't make that transition, you can kind of fake it. Well, it's not really faking it, it's just a different way to do it. You kind of toss your middle finger onto that 7th fret of the low E. So now your middle finger is covering 7th fret of low E, ring finger's covering 7th fret of G. So let's just look at that so far in the scheme of things. So we've got okay, or whichever you prefer. So after you do the slide, you're going to do a rhythm following that. So the rhythm is, and then you return to that 5th fret chord. So one more time, really slow. So here's what we've got so far. Okay, so now that's the first iteration of the riff. The second iteration of the riff is pretty close. But we cut short that rhythm after the slide up from 5 to 7. And return to that chord, which is an abbreviated E chord, index finger, 1st fret of the G, and then thumbs plucking low E, and then back to the first chord again. So really slow. So from the very top. All right, one more time. From the top, really slow. Alright, I hope that helps you get a good start on this song. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next lesson.